Here we go!
Happy Halloween, people, and what's up? This is your self-proclaimed chief of the Blue Blurs, Gamer Blake 90, here to bring you a Sonic Mania mod showcase. In fact, there's been a huge number of Sonic Mania mods that have gone the extra mile in terms of transforming the game. And I showcased two of those mods recently, Sonic Remixed Adventure and Sonic Mega Mix Mania. This is yet another example of one such mod that goes the extra mile, and it's called Sonic 2 Mania, which, as you might have figured out, seeks to transplant Sonic 2 into the framework of Sonic Mania. Like, you can even see how the title screen's been completely overhauled to resemble exactly how the Sonic 2 title screen looks, and I'm not sure if this is an old detail scene from the original title screen or not, but if you look at the writable logo, you could actually see a shadow of the Death Egg peeking down towards the island, where presumably the events of Sonic 2 take place. And that is indeed something new that wasn't in the original title screen. Woohoo! The Sonic 2 Mania modding team did fantastic on this project, I gotta tell you. I've actually been in close contact with members of their team as they were working vigorously on this project, and their commitment to seeing it through to the very end was certainly something to admire. And now at last, we finally have a demo available to play for Sonic 2 Mania. Now, while it's not complete yet, you do have an impressive list of stages to choose from, most of which have 2 acts, and the other 2 being Secret Woods and Hidden Palace, each having only 1 act, as both of them were based on stages that were originally scrapped from Sonic 2 all those years ago. Now, part of me wants to wonder why, but the other might have some ideas to what prompted the decision, but we'll delve into that later. And you can see how very strong the level select screen looks. Each of the zones are also accompanied by title cards that are kind of done in a fashion not unlike those of a title card seen on the Game Gear version of Sonic 2, and it makes me wonder if that's where the modders got the idea. These title cards really do bring out the personality in both Sonic and Tails, so these are freaking awesome. Especially the Casino Night one with Tails stuck inside the elevator. That is so funny to look at, like, dude, wow. I've been eagerly anticipating a showcase of this mod for a long time now, and finally, here it is. Now, I'm not going to showcase literally every stage in this mod, just to let you know. I'm only going to show off 3 of them, and then leave you to enjoy the rest of it for yourselves. The link to download this mod will be in the description below, as always, so please make sure you go and check it out before the hacking contest ends this weekend. Anyway, let's go into Emerald Hill Zone, because where would you want to go to start your journey in Sonic 2? This is where Sonic 2's Chronicles originated. Enjoy playing the Sonic 2 Mania SHC demo. Well, I guess I should say this is where the second part of Sonic's classic Chronicles originated. If I call Sonic 2 itself Chronicles, then that would imply that it's a series of multiple tales, when that's not entirely the case. At least, specifically with Sonic 2. But, yeah. While I work on cleaning up my commentary, let's take a nice look around Emerald Hill Zone. And being that this is, rebuilt on Sonic Mania's framework, Emerald Hill already looks like it's seen a massive upgrade, both in terms of how much the sky's been lit up so it looks a lot more lifelike, and the sparkles in the ocean being a lot more pronounced. If I had known any better, I'd say that they're even reflecting the clouds off the surface. That is so cool. Kind of a common strength shared between both this stage and Splash Hill Zone with Sonic 4, and yet a rare sighting in me giving Sonic 4 praise. Enjoy it while it lasts. Now, as far as Sonic 2 itself goes, it wasn't exactly one of the more commonly played entries in the Sonic series for me, but I do have a healthy respect for its impact on the Sonic franchise, as this is where we saw an evolution of Sonic's abilities, as it's where we saw the introduction of the Spin Dash, and we also got to meet Tails for the very first time before he turned out to be an annoying pain in our butt, especially with the special stages, at least while you control him as an AI. If you're giving control him to a competent player, then it's not so bad, but otherwise, I generally just play as Sonic alone in the rare time I decide to pop in Sonic 2. Otherwise, the majority of my time goes towards Sonic CD and Sonic 3 and, of course, Sonic Mania. But that's not to slam on Sonic 2, of course, it's a solid game too. But for some reason, it was just not one of the more commonly played entries for me. Maybe it's just the way that the cards fell. And I do plan on devoting some more attention to Sonic 2, and I mean the original Sonic 2. But if you remember, I talked a bit ago about how there were a couple of stages scrapped from Sonic 2. Well, I believe they were resurrected when Sonic 2 was re-released for mobile users back in 2013, I think it was, or maybe earlier than that. I'm not entirely certain when that was, but either way, part of the reason why I have yet to do a full playthrough for Sonic 2, like I did for Sonic 1, is because I want to showcase a version of the game where all of the stages, both scrapped and original, are resurrected. By the way, no special stage in this demo, and no bosses for that matter. As I say, whoops! That was entirely my fault. But as I was saying, no bosses and no special stage because this demo's not quite complete yet, but for an incomplete demo, it sure carries an awful lot to enjoy. More so than most demos do nowadays, so you can just tell the Sonic 2 Mania's modding team went all out on this project. Like, you can just tell. Most of the stages here weren't originally built for Sonic Mania, so the fact that they were willing to change up the title cards, the title screen, and even parts of the background for some of the Sonic 2 stages speaks volumes to the amount of dedication that went into this project. Now, in lieu of the bosses, whenever you get to the end of the zone, you'll get an animal capsule, but you have to break to free the flickies trapped inside it, and then the stage ends immediately. You are also greeted with a nice little thank you message that says thanks for playing, and is built based on the ending animation for the cutscene where you see the ending of Sonic 2. It is so well done. Like, it feels like it was updated to suit 2020's graphics, even though it's still based heavily on the pixelated art that the Sonic games were built on for the classic era. Still, it looks cool all around. What more can I say? These guys went all out. It's been a pleasure to experience this mod. Now, as I said earlier, I'm only going to show off 3 stages for this showcase, and the second one's going to be my personal favorite from Sonic 2. And though I did confess earlier that Sonic 2 isn't a game I commonly play, I do have my favorites from it, and that would be the Mystic Cave Zone in this instance. Although I am a little nervous about those rising and dropping rock walls that I have to skid past because it feels like they expanded the collision regions on those obstacles, so it's a lot easier to get yourself crushed by them. As I found out the hard way the first time I came to this stage, so I heavily advise you to take caution when you're trying to maneuver past them, because otherwise it might not end well for you. Anyway, something I forgot to touch upon while playing through Emerald Hill would be Sonic's animations. Both they and Tails, I think, have been slightly redone so that they fall closer in line with their Sonic 2 counterparts. Like you can see as you're starting up Sonic's movement, although it's a little more difficult to see down there, but as you're starting up Sonic, I kind of want to get rid of that electric shield because I don't feel like it's the easiest to see because of that. Let me try... Alright, there we go. Now, you've outlived your users. Get out of my way! Now, we can take a much better look at Sonic's animation. The start of his movement is definitely closer in line with how he ran in Sonic 2, and as you pick up speed, he gradually defaults back to his animations as you may recognize them in Sonic Mania, but still with tinges of Sonic 2. In other words, he's updated so he is paying tribute to Sonic 2. Really cool, isn't it? I talked already about how they go the extra mile, and attention to detail has not been left off of the list. So again, super props to them. It's a very subtle change, and it doesn't really make any difference how fast Sonic can go or how his abilities work, but I think that you're making a mod based directly on a Sonic game, this is definitely one strong route to follow. Is there a... No, there is not a passable wall here, so oh well. Am I going the wrong way? I feel like I'm going the wrong... Yeah, I'm definitely going the wrong way. But I do see an invincibility monitor here, so we're going to pick it up. Now, like I said earlier, nothing has changed about how the characters function. They are exactly the same as they used to be in Sonic Mania, in terms of abilities, how fast they can go, everything. So you're basically still playing Sonic Mania, you're just playing nothing but Sonic 2 stages on Mania's framework. In case you all need a better idea of how this mod works. So this should be the ending of the first act, and there we go. Oh, whoops! I didn't exactly mean to juggle it. A fascinating little gimmick that was associated with Sonic 3. Whenever you beat a stage there, you would be able to bounce a goalpost around a tag to add to your score, and sometimes uproot items from underground, if you manage to toss the goalpost at the correct locations. Fascinating little minigame, and I'm really glad they brought that back in Sonic Mania whenever you felt like killing the time. So Mystic Cave Act 2. If I remember correctly, this was also the very level where, if you're playing the mobile version, you could fall into a pit that would in turn lead you to the Hidden Palace Zone, which is in turn one of the levels that was scrapped from Sonic 2, and also a state I never ever got to experience at all. Because matter of fact, I didn't even know that Sonic 2 had any level scrapped from it up until I became an adult. So a child in me would not have known anything about it at all. So yeah, the sooner I be able to showcase a complete version of Sonic 2 without excluding any of the discarded levels, the better, because I don't want to leave anything out. That's the only reason I took so long to show the game off, but trust me, you're not gonna have to wait much longer. So it depends on how frequently I manage to update my other playthroughs that I have ongoing, and you know me by now, I'm not exactly, punctual. Yeah, that's the proper term for it. I'm not exactly punctual with that sort of thing, but I am trying. Although one thing I do like about how they redid Mystic Cave is that you're given a much stronger look at the background. I don't think it was this, what's the proper word I'm looking for? Prominent, that's it. I don't think it was this prominent looking at the background of Mystic Cave, but it feels a lot more involved somehow, as opposed to how it used to look. So, wow! I didn't think it possible me to love Mystic Cave even more, but there you go. And then there was, of course, Sonic 2 HD style remix of this day that I had the pleasure of hearing, and boom! It was such a banger, an even stronger banger than the original, and it takes a lot to make me say something like that. Woo! Now, I said earlier about how there were no special stages in this demo. That also applies to the Big Ring special stages, which make me wonder, are they going to be redone so that they also mimic the Sonic 2 special stages involving the half-pipe format? Personally, I'm hoping not, but then again, when they came out with a mobile remake, they actually bugged the special stage quite a bit, so it'll be a lot easier for you to make your turns and anticipate what was just down the corner from you while you were playing through them. So, if they did decide to go with that route, I could maybe tolerate the half-pipe special stages, but I don't exactly know the full extent of their plan as to where else they plan to take this mod. So, all I can do is theorize. Now, I did say there would be 3 stages showcased here. This will be the 3rd one, and as you can play through all of the characters that were playable in Sonic Mania, it only feels right to take Knuckles through the Hidden Palace, in part because I want you to see that they also made the title cards more personalized for Knuckles, in comparison to the rest of the cast, which just sticks to the classic format of red, blue, and yellow. For Knuckles, they certainly haven't forgotten that green was a more prominent color in the title card, and so they're going with that. Originally, Knuckles wasn't going to be a factor in Sonic 2, but then when lock-on cartridge came out and Sega was like, you know what, let's make things interesting. Let's see how Sonic 2 would play out if we had Knuckles in it instead. Although one thing they did not account for in that regard was Knuckles' lower jump arc being a particularly weak point for him, especially against the final boss on board with Death Egg Zone in Sonic 2. And speaking of Death Egg Zone, that's not playable here, unfortunately. Though I am particularly eager to see how well that's going to go. Also, thank God for the Sonic Mania mod, because I've gotten so used to the bubble shield, but I just can't imagine enjoying any underwater stages without it. It just gives me a lot of reassurance, you know? Nobody wants to hear that drowning theme. It was the subject of a child's nightmares back in the day, and I don't need to relive it. Although I will say that the further on the Sonic series evolved, the more tolerable the drowning theme became, although the whole point of it was to instill the fear of drowning into you, so I kinda wish they hadn't pulled back the reins on that, but oh well. Although if I may say, I think the strongest version of a drowning theme I might ever heard may be the Sonic Colors drowning theme, which has a lot more of an orchestral theme to it, which oddly enough worked. Who would have thought? But anyway, the Hidden Palace Zone. Originally an element that I thought was specific to Sonic 3, apparently it was going to have some impact on Sonic 2 as well. And now that I'm looking at it, I wish they stuck with this background when they decided to take it over to Sonic 3 instead. But it's highly possible that while they were making this stage, they were already thinking up the concept for Sonic 3, while they were of course making Sonic 2. So they've been like, you know what, we're gonna save Hidden Palace Zone for Sonic 3 instead. At least, that's my guess as to why they decided to delay it, but if they were indeed thinking up that concept, they may have also been planning up the concept for Knuckles as well, while Sonic 2 was going on. And it's not too far out there to suggest, because you would start to see Knuckles like about 2 years after Sonic 2 found its way onto shelves, when Sonic 3 came out. Also, boy, if you don't give me back my shield, it's times like this that I wish I had the Flutter Jump of Sonic Mega Mix Mania, because it would help me get around the issue of lagging like a mofo while trying to land from Knuckle to Glide. Ah, well. Oh, that's right, they added in the zip lines for Hidden Palace. There are those, these rotating platforms, and the water pipes that you can move yourself through while you're exploring Hidden Palace Zone. I don't think these were originally... Actually, now that I think about it, this Sonic Mania mod, so I believe those pulleys were based on the rope scene sort of Speedway, which were in turn taken from Marble Garden. That would explain it. I know that a good deal of assets had to have been reused when duplicating these elements in Sonic 2, but given how far they went with literally transforming the game into Sonic 2, I wouldn't be surprised they were able to come up with assets of their own while making this mod. Now, that enormous instrument standing right there is also a callback to a hidden boss that you could find in Hidden Palace. But again, the boss has not been patched into this mod yet. In fact, I'm not even sure if we got to that point in the modding cycle where it'll be possible to completely rewrite the bosses. I know that it was possible to basically pull out the coding for a deleted boss out into the open, because if I understand it, there was a hidden boss in the Studiopolis zone that played like a rock, paper, scissors machine, which I never experienced. I'm gonna dig up the mod that is associated with that, but until then, I hope you all enjoyed my showcase of Sonic 2 Mania, and while I'm on the subject of mods, I know there was another mod that Map Mystic Cave Zone under Sonic Mania with updated layout as per Mania tradition, but there was never a second app released for it, so it was never quite completed, and I'm not even sure if the one responsible for making that mod is in any way associated with the Sonic 2 Mania team, but if they are, good on them. If not, either way, this is a fitting tribute to the original title, and I can only give the highest of props to those that delivered this mod to us. Thank you guys so much. This is a fitting Halloween gift, in fact. If you want to try it out for yourself, again, the link to download it will be in the description below. Please be sure that you go and check it out. And if you enjoyed the showcase, let me know with your likes and comments down below. And, of course, to keep up with my Sonic content, you gotta hit that sub button and ring that bell. I hope you all have yourself an awesome Halloween, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, peace out. Blue Blurs for life, take care.